Well, today I got the chuck all together, mounted. This is a stop. I'm assuming it's so you can put parts up against it. So dial this in so it's square, and then just grind things if they have a shoulder. And got her all mostly together. And made a little bracket here for my wire for the chuck. This will come through the hole here, stick through, and it'll hang down. Kind of like how you see it right now, because it needs to hang in the loop. So when the table comes back and forth, I put this bracket here. It originally didn't have a bracket; it just hung down. However, being that this is soldered here, and I don't want any movement here, I put a bracket there, and it's long enough to, if you needed to move the chuck around or whatever. Also, I got the chuck all cleaned up, and now it tilts, which is cool. So, got all of it cleaned up under there. That was a lot of work, a lot of wire wheeling. It's nice because you can tighten it down at, set it up at an angle, and whatever angle you want if you're grinding at an angle. So that's kind of cool. But I don't have this tight yet. Anyways, just quick update on what I got going so far, but it's coming back together slowly but surely. Oh, this one was all beat up, and I took it out and kind of hammered it all, made it look nice again. Next thing, I got to get that going, and slowly but surely. What's up, YouTube? You can see here, let's brush the chips off here real quick. I took this in the mill here, and I split because it was broke, the handle. This was broke like that at an angle here, so I took it in the mill and squared it up, cut a piece of material, and then just kind of ground it down to represent it. And then I have this carbide end mill in here, and just plunged through the weld where the handle will go. And then this side where it was broke, I just ground it and kind of cleaned it up, but I'm not going to continue the radius. What I'm going to do now is put this profile back in, because it's a square right here. So I'll touch off here, and I'll just follow the edge, and that'll cut a nice profile. Well, got the handle all ground and put together anyhow. Now working on some other things. I got the pinion gear for the rack and pinion. You can't quite see in there, not very good light. Let me get my flashlight. That pinion gear right there, I decided instead of pinning it, because then I'd have to try to grind the pin down, I just glued it on, which is not a problem because you take those set screws out right there and the whole shaft slides out. So if I ever need to get it apart, it wouldn't be a problem. My theory is that they pinned it when they cut the teeth. Like they probably machined them all, put them together, pinned them, and then chucked them up and then cut the teeth. They probably chucked on the shaft or something. But yeah, got that all done, and got that cleaned up and wire wheeled up. And I'm going to take this, and the bolts aren't tight. Take this, and I'll make a bracket, and this will sit here. Might take the ends and bend them in at an angle. That way it blows all the grind, sparks and stuff hit the shield. That's what originally would go here, would be a shield, but it didn't have it. And got the swarf, starting to dig all the swarf out. See, it just piled high in there. And gonna get it all shot backed and cleaned up. Okay, she's done, which is great. I got a wiper down, bought some degreaser and stuff I sprayed her down with. I need to give it one more coat and wire her up. But everything's functioning. Everything's working in and out, side to side. Handles on. And mag chuck works. So only thing I gotta do now is, oh, and I made the shield. So I'm happy. The only thing it's gonna need is, after wiring up, is a new grinding wheel. It works, but it's about at the end. But anyways, it's a fun project. I'm glad it's done, and I'm excited to start using it. So talk to you guys later.